Hi guys, welcome back to another teaching video. Last time I introduced to you some of the most common dynamic terms and signs. Today we're gonna actually see how to play them on the piano. It's important that we talk about this because a lot of times when students first learn about dynamics, and for example I tell them, oh, mezzo forte means medium loud or moderately loud, they always ask me this question. Oh, medium loud, so like this? And if you're a piano teacher too, then I'm sure you've been asked the exact same question. And to that question, I always say, well, yes and no. Like, yeah, by itself, that does sound moderately loud. However, whenever we're playing dynamics in a real piece, the dynamics are all relative to each other, meaning that you can't really specify that a dynamic level such as like mezzo piano is this many decibels and then forte is this many decibels. It doesn't work that way. All the dynamics that are played within a piece are relative to each other. So maybe what might be mezzo piano in one piece is actually mezzo forte in another piece. It really depends on what you're playing. So why don't I try to demonstrate for you guys on the piano so you can kind of understand better what I'm talking about. What if the piece you're playing is already like super quiet to begin with, right? So for example, I can take an example from Rêverie by Bi DBZ, which in general is a very quiet piece, but there is a section where the dynamic level is supposed to go to forte, okay? So I'm going to be playing a passage where it starts off as pianissimo, but does change into forte for certain parts of the piece. So. So in this case, yes, it was loud during sections like here, and then here. But the thing is, taken by itself, that can sound more like mezzo forte, depending on whatever song you're playing, right? Even at the very beginning, where it's supposed to be pianissimo, I played at this volume, which by itself might sound more like mezzo piano. So because my pianissimo was already kind of at this volume here, just made a mistake, but whatever, I had to make sure that the forte part was a lot louder in comparison so that the part before that just now sounded pianissimo. What if I had a super loud song though, right? What if the song is already loud to begin with? Let's try another example. So this is a piece by Liszt, it's a march. So for this one, the very first dynamic marking is a fortissimo. And to be honest, I didn't really make it that much louder than the forte part in the Debussy piece that I was playing earlier. But if that's my fortissimo, then the piano section of the song must be a lot quieter than the fortissimo that I did just now. But what I played just now, which was marked piano, is basically the same volume that I did for the pianissimo in the Debussy piece. So do you see how all the dynamic levels are all relative to each other depending on the piece that you're playing? There isn't really like an absolute value of decibels that you can assign to each dynamic level, which is why I find it kind of challenging to answer when students are like, oh, mezzo forte, you mean like this? Because one note by itself doesn't really tell me anything. Dynamics kind of have to work in the context of the song or piece that you're playing. By itself, you can't really say for sure whether something is piano versus mezzo piano or something like that. It really depends on the piece that you're playing. So now that we've discussed this, I do want to cover how to play crescendos and decrescendos properly. I already talked about it in my previous video where I actually introduced those terms to you, but let's just review it here anyway. Okay, so for crescendos and decrescendos, a lot of times when students first learn them, they make the mistake of not making the change gradual enough. Okay, so for example, crescendo means to gradually get louder. So it's not like this, soft, soft, loud, loud, all of a sudden. It's not a sudden change in volume. It has to be more gradual, like this. Where each note is a little bit louder than the previous. Same thing goes for decrescendo. It is not like this. It's not loud, 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 and then quiet at the very end. It's a gradual change in volume. Kind of like when you're listening to the car radio and you turn the volume knob, right? It's a gradual change in volume. So it's gonna sound more like this for decrescendos. Where each note is a little bit softer than the previous. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and I hope you guys kind of understood what I was talking about in this video and kind of like what I was trying to demonstrate on the piano for you guys. If you're a piano teacher too, do you agree with the things that I've said or not? Let me know. I would love to hear your opinion down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching and for listening, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos in the future. Thumbs up this video, comment down in the comment section below, and share the video. As well, don't forget to follow me on my social media platforms. Thank you so much, everyone. I will see you all very soon in my next video. Take care. Bye.